What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of What Are They Cooking, the series where we feature all kinds of crazy audience replays to see what ideas you have in store for us. As always, if you're a member of the audience and you have a replay you'd like to see featured on one of these episodes, you can go to the Discord in the description, put it in the Edison Replays channel. Now, starting off, you know I had to feature this one, right? Because it really gets to what the core of the series is all about, as I mentioned in the intro, which is, of course, me and my ideas. I'm just kidding, though. This build's actually a bit different. Of course, many of you probably caught the new Crystal Beast deck video I did like a week ago. We're playing like basically this crazy continuous spell pile, and this deck seems to be going a similar route where the goal is to enable Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings with like Volcanic Rocket and some other continuous spell stuff, but they're on a very different version. Instead, it looks like they're playing some Diamond Dude hero stuff, and then also Convulsion of Nature, which is pretty cool. It goes with the Diamond Dude, because if you can see your top card and you see that's a normal spell, you just go for the Diamond Dude play. And then also you get it together with the Archfiend's Oath, and that basically lets you draw one every turn. And of course, they're basically 6 more continuous spells that you put in your deck, so that's that adds to the theme, if you will. Looks like we are up against Blackwings, and our hand is not great, and the opponent has Whirlwinds, so it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. They take our Diamond Dude, and they use it to, I guess, unbrick their top deck. We draw into another Kawakimaru Ice. We could just go Kawakimaru Ice out their field. We can use the Upstart to draw one. We draw into a Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings. The opponent is supposed to gain 1,000, right? I don't know why they didn't gain 1,000. Whatever. I mean, I assume we just get owned here, because we're drawn into a Plague Spreader, and that doesn't really help either. So our hand is just kind of dead. All right, we're going to game number 2. We're going to game number 2. We're going to see if we can do better here. We open Dust Shoot, so, I mean, this is a decent opening hand. We're going to go ahead and take away the Shura. Opponent uses Upstart. Upstart again. They draw back into the Shura. You love to see that. I mean, at least they have to spend their Kalut. And then they go get a Vayu, so it's not terrible for us. Catastor, though, we're going to have to find an answer to that. We go summon the Volcanic Rocket, add a Accelerator, and we set everything. I guess just for intimidation. Now we activate Archfiend's Oath, which is... Our back row is just fully clogged now. We call Convulsion of... It actually is Convulsion of Nature. How are we that good at the game? Unfortunately, our back row are bricked, so we can't, like, draw more cards. Oh, they just dust the Accelerator for us. Thank you, opponent. That was very helpful. That was... Don't know what we would have done otherwise. Yeah, so now we get to just, like, effectively draw 2 cards. Well, we don't get to draw the next one until next turn with the Upstart that we hit off the Diamond Dude. They got a Shura. We've got a Bottomless, so that's going to take care of that. They call... Call's a little bit of a weird choice for Blackwings. They run over our guy. They go try to Black Rose the field, but we have that Starlight Road from turn 1, and the opponent actually just concedes. They are going to lose their Catastor, and then we're going to resolve Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings, and we're going to get like a bunch more draws at the Archfiend's Oath, so it was basically over for them. Like, they were going to be down so bad on card advantage next turn. It was... so I understand why they concede at that point. Here we go for Bait Doll. This is a weird inclusion, actually. Because I think Nobleman of Extermination is just better. Especially if people side in pulling the rug versus you. You can just hit it with the Nobleman of Extermination, then all the pulling the rugs are gone. And that feels pretty good. I think Bait Doll is just, like, worse. Yeah, I don't know why they're on Bait Doll. But it's not that much worse, obviously. It still just, like, kills the set card, but... Hey, it works with Diamond, dude. So we're going to go for Torrential here. That... I guess, desperate measures to prevent the Whirlwind Search. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. We're going to go summon the Rocket, get the second Blaze Accelerator. You got to play that second Blaze Accelerator. I swear it comes up, like, every game. Like, not even, like, it comes up rarely. It just comes up, like, all the time, having the second Whirlwind in this deck. But we're just going to win again with Starlight Road, actually. We're actually just going to win again with Starlight Road. We go for Bottomless on the Shura. They chain Icarus. We Starlight Road, and the opponent concedes... This time they probably shouldn't have conceded, because if we didn't have another monster to kill them, which we currently don't... Oh, no, wait, we have Lethal on board. Never mind. They're only at 4,200. They are dead. Okay. Understandable. Continuous spell, turbo, best deck. Moving on, we have Bubble Man Burn. Oh, it's exactly what it looks like. It's exactly what it looks like. We have a bunch of like terrible neggy burn spells, and then we just search for Bubble Man and draw 2 cards. Isn't it great? Isn't it? Is it not fantastic? All right, we set 2. Opponent, you should probably just attack with the Goblin Zombie. Like, Goblin Zombie getting Dimension Walled is not a big deal. It's like 1100 is a pretty good stat line to like poke into a Dimension Wall. We're also playing Fire Trooper, which is basically just like a tremendous fire or a meteor of destruction. Spirit Reaper actually kind of going to help us out here. Oh no, wait, we didn't use the Dimension Wall. I guess it was like a really bad Dimension Wall, but I was thinking we could potentially get the Bubble Man draw too. Well, we're just going to summon the Bubble Man in defense. We go for Secret Barrel. That gets Solemn Judgmented. But now we go for Poison of the Old Man, Chain Strike, and they don't have any more stops, so they just die in their standby phase. All right, so we didn't get to resolve the Bubble Man there. Maybe it'll happen in game number 2. We open... What is this hand, man? We activate 4 different 1k burn spells. And then we set our jar. The jar gets Caiused, though. Rough. Okay, we got to find something. We find Final Flame, inflict 600. Not fantastic. Opponent summons Plague. We're going to just deserts them here. They go down to 24. What do we draw? We draw E-Call. Yes, it's time. We get the Bubble Man. Special out the Bubble Man. Draw 2 cards. Summon Fire Trooper. Activate Goblin Thief. You are not playing Goblin Thief, Mike. Dude, what is... They're just like scraping the bottom of the barrel for burn spells in here. What is going on? Okay, they're going to run over the Bubble Man, though, which is a problem because they gain life points. We draw another Bubble Man, though. Draw 2 more cards. Activate Tremendous Fire. And now, if this Dimension Wall resolves, we will win the duel. But they have Trap Stun, so I think we just lose. Okay. But we got to see the Bubble Man do cool things in that game, so that's a positive. On to game 3. Okay, we go for whatever that thing is that does 1,000 damage or something on the opening hand. They attack with Gale, set 2. We draw Ukazi. Oh, man. Ukazi. I gotta see this list, actually. I don't think I have it, though. Final Flame. Wait, isn't this just worse than Ukazi, actually? Yeah. Ukazi's not even close to the worst burn spell we're playing. Alright, so we're gonna just set the Bubble Man. It gets Caius. That's okay. Secret Barrel, Poison Old Man, Chain Strike. Gonna get the opponent down pretty low here. And we need to draw one of the spells, though. We need to draw one of the spells. If we draw one of the traps, we're, like, low-key pretty cooked. Okay, we draw Tremendous Fire, though. We draw Tremendous Fire, which means we can special out Bubble Man and draw 2 additional cards from our deck. And then we draw into another Tremendous Fire, and that's going to be the end of the game. Bubble Man burn for the win. We're just... This burn deck, man, is playing all the worst burn spells in the world, but somehow we did it with the Bubble Man. Just like you go neg until you summon Bubble Man, and then you're fine. Why even bother with Accumulated Fortune when you have Bubble Man? All right, next up we've got a Cool Dead Punk deck list, which is Amaryllis as Kazuki Takahashi intended. I mean, let's be honest here. Let's be honest. It's all gas, all gas. This is how it was meant to be. This is what Amaryllis is really about. It's about summoning Titanial and like 3 other plants on your first turn. That's really that's the heart of what Amaryllis is about. And we're up against some kind of dragon thing. I keep seeing people play like Trade-in Blue Eyes and just Disaster Dragon. I don't get it. Like, just play Dragon Turbo, man. It's like they want to be cooler than Disaster Dragon, but they don't want to play Dragon Turbo because that's cringe. So they're trying to find some weird halfway. It's not. No, I don't know. All right, whatever. They summon Drago Pass. Drago largely does not affect Amaryllis, so we're kind of fine. You know, we just summon a Titanial anyway. Probably to get Phoenix Winged here, but we just negate that. And summon an Amaryllis in the end phase, I guess. Behind a Torrential, that's pretty good. They go for Prime Material Dragon, though. Can't Torrential that. Amaryllis, gonna burn for 800. Do we have an out to this? We do. It's called Lone Fire Titanial. Yeah, just like beat over that stupid Prime Material Dragon. And now we bring back the Amaryllis. They go Typhoon. Why would we not just negate that? I guess they wanted to bait our negate so they could crash to out the Titanial. That kind of makes sense. We bring back Amaryllis again. They're just going to run it over, but the opponent's kind of down bad here. They're kind of down bad. We're not going for Lumina. Are we worried about like milling out I don't know. I feel like just milling more Amaryllis stuff and then getting JD live is probably good, but we're just not doing it right now. Cards of Consonance being used. They draw into a Totem Dragon and a Trap Dust Shoot. Well, now we're getting Dust Shooted. They take away the Judgment Dragon. We have Charge, though, which is a really good draw. We mill a Necro Garden, and now we're doing Lumina Garoth things. Pretty disgusting. Pretty heavy Lightsworn package we got in here. We got a bunch of Lightsworns, and we have JD, which makes sense because JD actually works with Trade-In if you have a dead JD in your opening hand or something. So we're going to bring back Aaron. Aaron will now kick the Blue Eyes back to the deck. And we hit in for a bunch. The only danger here is we might mill out. Hold on. Did we just... Okay, we torrential our own field before we... we mill ourselves to death. Very, very wise move there. Actually, though, unironically, pretty sick play. We were going to mill ourselves to death between our two Lightsworns and our Garoth, but we managed to avoid it with our own torrential. And the opponent just has... They just have a bricked hand. They can't do anything. So, Amaryllis Lightsworn. Pretty cool one. I might try out a build with JD, and that's neat. I've tried the build before, but it was kind of different than this. This is more of like a... It's like full-on Lightsworn with Amaryllis. Definitely neat. Final replay we have is another Meadowlands one, actually. Yeah, another Meadowlands replay was submitted, and people enjoyed the last one, so I figured we'd go ahead and look at it. Plus, it's a cool matchup. It's Chaos Dragons versus Spellbooks, which are like two of my favorite decks from this period. Honestly, pre-Spellbook of Judgment Spellbooks is like one of my all-time faves from this era. I know some people think it's like boring or autopilot or whatever, but those people they're low IQ and they just don't get it. I will not elaborate on that. Yeah, though, they do the standard opening play where they get the blue boy and they resolve the blue boy and they have the field spell and the secrets is in the gray. All of that stuff. Fate is in the back row. Everything you would expect. Wisdom in the back row as well. We're gonna go Lila. They're gonna go for. Wait, what? They book their own guy, right? And then they try to lance the... I'm confused. They try to lance the thing? Why weren't they able to lance the Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, though? Shouldn't that have stopped it from being flipped down? I must be missing something. I physically must be missing something. So we're going to set Lance and we're going to mill 3. Now we resolve the field spell, though. Free, just like +1 in the draw phase. Eternity goes off. They get Spellbook of Master. And then that's going to get the secrets again. And then the secrets gets the Fate. And we attack over the Lumina. Alright. Let's see what we can do. We banish 2 special out the Darkfire. Pitch Eclipse Wyvern, send Light Pulsar, and then Eclipse Wyvern is also going to search one. We get our search for the red med. Try to attack over. They banish our guy with Fate. This time we have Lance to protect. And, yeah, alright. But they get another +1 with the field spell. This is not looking too great. They summon out the blue boy, and they get another Fate. They're just going to set the Fate, set Fiendish Chain. Oh, they use the Wisdom and draw phase to fill up their grave for the Fate so they can banish the Darkfire Dragon. Now we got Heavy Storm, though. Very good draw. Tour Guide, also a very good draw. Going to go for Leviathan Dragon. I guess nothing worth bringing back with Leviair here. They're just going to go set 2. Somehow we're just like in this game. Mirror Force used. Now we go for Raikou main 2. They draw Duality. They just take the High Priestess, but they don't have enough fuel in their hand to summon that. We draw Dark Hole. We have BLS. We're going to summon Light Pulsar. Add the red med to our hand because we banished the Eclipse Wyvern. Very fair. We go for Torrential. Again, there's no priority in this format, so we're not able to prio the red med. We try to attack with BLS, but they have the Fiendish Chain. They don't Solemn our Lila. Okay, they do Solemn our Lila. No, they actually like waited too long to Solemn our Lila, so they're not gonna get away with that one. And they draw. Oh, they just needed a Spellbook, man. They would have gotten Veiler though, right? We had a Veiler. I think we had a Veiler. I'm amazed they managed to lose that. They were so positive. Did they misplay or something? My lack of knowledge of this format is killing me. Actually, it's killing me in this replay. But whatever, standard opening play again. We have Fate plus Wisdom. Fate going to be used to flip the Trooper. Why'd they flip the trooper and not just, like, their own guy? Alright, whatever. They're going to use Eternity to add back the secrets. They attack over. They attack in with the guy, the Justice of Prophecy. They try to book, but Wisdom going to be used. I guess Wisdom's probably not getting a whole ton of value in this matchup, so it makes sense to just use it on the Book of Moon there. We go for Tour Guide into Tour Guide, go into the Zen Mains, the pesky card of this format, man. Whew. Zen Mains. Alright, they're going to bring out High Priestess, though. Can they summon 2 of these? There's no reason you can't just summon 2 of these, right? Yeah, they're going to summon 2 of them, I think. Wait, are they summoning 2 of them? Or are they just holding the other one? Yeah, you can summon 2 of them. All right. So they summon out the second one. They're going to go for the pop on the back row. MST going to be chained, hit the bottom with Spellbook of Fate, though. It just banishes their guy. So they still have 1 High Priestess pop, which will presumably be used on one of the Gorses. No, they're just going to exceed into Big Eye and steal the Gores. Then activate the field spell, set Fiendish Chain. Feeling pretty good. We run over the guy with our token. We summon Dark Flare, and then just set pass. They can just steal one of our guys with the Big Eye, right? Yeah, they take the Raikou? I didn't even know you could do that. Apparently Big Eye hits face downs. Wow, the more you know. Alright, we're going to lead with set Knight Assailant. Opponent goes the same opening play that Spellbooks usually does, honestly. Yeah, Blue Boy gets Secrets. Secrets get Eternity. Set Fate. Probably. Actually, we're using the Master to copy. And now we are going to Fate banish the set monster, actually. Hit in for 500. Activate the field spell. We got to recharge, though. Set Decree. Decree, unfortunately, not really negating the right thing in this. Although they're on a substantial trap lineup, to be fair. Alright. They're going to add back the Master copy Spellbook of... Wait, what'd they copy? Alright, I missed it. It's happening too fast, actually. And I need to reread what all the Spellbooks do. We get poked for 1,000. This deck takes forever to kill when you don't draw High Priestess, though. It really does. We try to Decree, but they have... Or we try to Deprison, but they have the Decree. But they have Spellbook of Fate. Are they just going to banish our guy, then? They're going to banish Decree. Oh, yeah, I guess you can do that, too. It hits all face-up cards or something? No, it just hits cards, period, right? Banish 1 card to your opponent control. Yeah. Banish 1 card to your opponent controls is a really broken effect. Field spell going to get us the +1. Pot of Duality going to go off. Add a Fiendish Chain. Alright. Let's see. We're just poking for just 1,000 every turn. Until we win, hopefully. I don't know. We're going to use the Master again to copy this, the Eternity, to add back the Secrets, to add another Fate. And then we set Fate. Set a Fiendish Chain. We're activating Lightsworn cards, though, filling up our graveyard. Lance going to protect our Tour Guide. Tour Guide going to go into a Leviair. Now they Fate our Leviair, so no add back for us, but we can drop Blackluster, or no, we drop Darkfire, and then special out the Red Med, and then Red Med bring back Light Pulsar. Now we summon BLS, and this should just be lethal, right? Because we hit for like 5,000 over these 2 blue boys. Oh, Blackluster Soldier, you are so not okay. You were so not okay. Alright, well, that's the Meadowlands match for today, and as usual, that is the final replay. So, let me know what you thought in the comments section. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace out. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you enjoy my content, you should think about becoming a channel member. You get access to tons of bonus content, and it's a great way to help support the channel.